to quote Kyle Hill, surprise lightsaber. Oh, that that looks weird. I've never seen this on the green screen before. I've seen how it looks on a camera, but I've never seen it on a green screen before. Um, we're playing Star Wars today. I decided, which might seem weird to people that were in the conversation about what I should play because it wasn't a conversation. Um, but the way my brain works, I talked yesterday about how ADHD brains don't really produce enough dopamine, which is the pleasure chemical. It does a lot of things in addition to keeping you awake and making you feel good. Um, we don't the ADHD brain doesn't produce enough dopamine, so it's really hard to keep on a thing because like say a human brain, a neurotypical human brain produces uh 10 units of dopamine a day on its own. And whenever you do something you find fun and filling, you produce 1 to 5 units of dopamine a day. And whenever you do something that's not fun or not fulfilling, you use 1 or 2 of those units of dopamine every time. So like you're typically gonna be on a balance, like say you do something really fun one day, okay, then you'll have not as fun, and you don't lose, and you don't necessarily, and whenever you sleep, you lose, we'll say 1 or 2 of dopamine because you're sleeping. Um, so if you were to take that scale and then apply it to an ADHD individual, and these are all relative, of course, this is not accurate, but um, it's kind of like if an ADHD brain produces 3 units of dopamine a day, as opposed to a neurotypical brain's 10. And we get 1, maybe 1 unit of dopamine every time we do something joy. And we spend 2, 3 every time we do something we don't enjoy. So you sort of get an idea of how hard that's sort of why it's very hard for ADHD individuals to focus on things. We're not getting anything from it. We're spending more energy to do things we don't like than we actually get back from that. So when I was looking at my games list, whenever I look at my game, whenever I'm like bored and I want to do something fun, I look at my Steam library, and I have 1,000 or so odd games. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know how many games are in my. Let me look just for shits and I currently have. I currently have. I currently have about 30 games installed on my Steam by itself. Like if I expand that out, I've got 70. Like I put all my stuff in categories. Um, like I've got 76 first person shooters and 76 action adventures alone, and those don't overlap. Like, to give you an idea of how many games I've got in my, right? 97 RPGs. Uh, and I'll look through this list of literal hundreds of, maybe even thousands. I don't know yet. I'm not going to do the math. And I'll go, I don't feel like that. 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 I don't. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like. And I'll go all the way down the line, and it's like spoiled for choice, sure, but if I just pick a random game and play it, I'll spend more energy than I get. Because of I have to I have to, that is why I have so many games. Like I can't, many games I just can't replay. I'll give you another example. I love the Lord of the Rings movie. I've always loved the Lord of the Rings movie. I haven't watched the Lord of the Rings movies in years because having seen it once, I will not get. I haven't seen it a couple times. I will not get the dopamine hit from it that I would have 10 years ago or when I first saw it. And because I know, my brain knows I won't, I have no desire to watch it, even though I love those movies. So when I was looking at my list of things that I want to stream, this wasn't even on that list. Like Jedi Fallen Order wasn't even on that list, but I was looking at my list of games that I had to see what I was going to install, and I saw Jedi Fallen Order, and my brain went, lightsabers. I want to play with lightsabers. That's why Jedi Fallen Order. That's how it works. My brain said lightsabers, and I went, okay, brain, we're doing lightsabers. So we're doing lightsabers. But more specifically, we're actually going to be doing New Game Plus. So, New Game, the last time I played this game, we didn't have a New Game Plus. So, I want to see what it is. I have no idea what's in the New Game Plus. I've beaten this game 3 times? Twice? 2 or 3 times. It's actually this is an example of a game that's really that's almost always fun for me, because it's skill intensive. Like it's actual like I love JRPGs, but they're strategy, they're tactics. They're not actual like once you've solved the puzzle, you can't unsolve it. You know what I mean? So with the exception of things like Final Fantasy VII, which has managed to burn itself into my subconsciousness at a level at which it will never be removed, I don't typically play RPGs more than once. Like traditional turn-based RPGs, I should clarify. At least not more than once in like a decade. Go with Jedi Master. But with more, skill-intensive action games like this, where what you do, like it's how you approach the challenge can be different every time. I find that they have a much more lasting impact on my brain, like much more lasting appeal, I should say. Also, hello, the Mask of Blackness. Sorry, I didn't say hello. I was in the middle of a thing. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go.
I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Come on, Cal. What's your score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Get to work.
This way.
I'm right behind
Yeah, the music there is by a Mongolian band. It's like by a Mongolian throat singing band, I think, isn't it? And it's amazing. I appreciate that they managed to make like rock and roll Star Wars music, that like diegetic rock and roll music for Star Wars. It's kind of fun. Let me turn down some of the volume here. A little loud. Okay. The Jedi, as they stand in the trilogy, should not be rebuilt. Something new needs to take its place. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the Jedi, as like Luke Skywalker envisioned them, was different from the original like order. And I think actually you know, taking them in a different direction is very much what the story seems to be indicating. Ooh, I've got an Inquisitor. Got an Inquisitor outfit. So with New Game Plus, I at least have all of my customization options that I unlocked. So that's cool. Any of these ones that I care. I feel like I should have a poncho because it is raining. At the same time, I could not care. That's called lag. There we go.
Sorry, Cal.
Don't worry about it.
I don't think these tools are gonna make it through the shift.
Up here. Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money. All right, let's go.
I love, like, as much as I love narratives set in the Old Republic, I also really, really love the Imperial Age as a narrative conceit, because it allows for, if Jedi in the Old Republic were paladin, Jedi in the Imperial era, by necessity, have to be rogues or bards. If we're talking D&D classes. And I really like taking this concept of what a Jedi is and twisting and evolving it as the narrative goes on. I think I probably would like the Imperial. I think without one, it becomes less like interesting to me. But like I really like the contrast of old Jedi versus current Jedi, and because of that, I really enjoy the idea of the Jedi in hiding kind of that we get in the Imperial era.
Look out!
Hands up!
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. Gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
Depart this barge immediately. You are not approved trash.
And trash, just not approved trash.
Still having some. Gonna use this level to work out the hiccups in the graphics that cause it to stream poorly. Like, you guys are getting a much lower frame rate than what I'm getting.
Finishing ahead of schedule. I can just about taste the credits. It's gonna be a wild night tonight. Let's get this job done.
Sorry, just looking at I'm looking at how well it's streaming, and trying to figure out what I can do to fix that. I think it's better now.
Reckless cow.
Good to see you.
You too. Get yourself a kill.
That's the idea.
I love this I love this space too. Like, looking at how the because it makes sense. Like, if you know, you're gonna have to have a space where you're gonna need a scrapyard in a spacefaring civilization, right? And just thinking about how big
Sounds like scrap rats.
all of the like imperial technology is.
No need to come out and say hi this time.
The idea that the scrapyard is based inside the scrap that it's taking apart is kind of fascinating.
Hey, Cal, I'll meet you at the clamps.
Sounds good. Be there soon.
Whoops. I didn't mean to let go there. Oh, shit. I had to hit the button. Right. Fuck. I don't know else to play this. Well, that's 2 deaths.
Whoa.
Also, I like that because this is New Game Plus, Cal's lightsaber's just hanging out there.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Huh?
Cal, like many other Jedi, not good at hiding.
Hey, we should get moving. Yep, good looking out. Hurry, we gotta finish before they start cutting this wing.
Cal, use the manual override lever below.
Whoops. Damn it. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
Got it. Your turn.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured.
Whoa.
You okay?
Still here.
Ah, Give me a fright there, pal.
Done.
Hang on. I got this. We're done. Get on up here.
I think these are actually clamps. Like, you can actually see how the clamping mechanism works.
Come take a look at this. It's a Jedi fighter. What a score! It's a real scrapper's payday. I mean, this he's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Yeah, maybe.
Have I ever told you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the
I was gonna get a lot of good
Wise?
material out of it. Yeah,
It's not a
here we
story
are,
the
scrapping
Jedi
these
would
ships from
tell
before, just so
you.
they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us free like this, it'll be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me. What is that?
Oh no, the Empire scrapyard uses shitty equipment. I think the Twilight Knights will be able to survive in the Imperial era, not as they are. Hell, the Twilight Knights aren't even surviving the Old Republic era right now.
Bruh, you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Bruh, just hang on.
I'm slipping!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Bruh, no! You okay, bruh?
I'm all right. Just pinned down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang
And
on.
there, in that
Watch
one
out, Cal.
scene, we disproved all the, the people that were theorizing that force, that Cal's force slow ability was just like an adrenaline spike.
Prof, you all right?
Yeah. Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
What the hell happened? What was that back there? Was that you? That was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please
No,
trust me.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it.
How is
Bounties
Prof-
out on
I
people like
know. I know.
you. Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful. Yeah.
I understand you're kind of in shock, but you do know that that'll get me killed, right, Prof? Shut the fuck up.
You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah. Cal, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't
I mean by literally not mentioning it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. This place, it's not safe.
It's less safe the more you talk about it, Prof.
Disappear.
Just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mel Shadella.
Yeah. You won't be seeing me for a while, Prof.
Okay. Okay, Cal.
Well, Prof is an old man from he's from the Old Republic era, like from the New Republic era. Like, Prof was around during the Clone Wars. So he absolutely would know all the stuff he's talking about Jedi. Most people don't know anything about Jedi since the, like, people that have been born since the Jedi fell don't know anything about them. But people that were around during the the New Republic and the High Republic eras definitely know plenty about Jedi because they were public figures. Like, for Prof, the Jedi were, they were galactic peacekeepers and negotiators and mystic knights. It's people since then, and also people that are like, and Prof also says, like, he worked for the Republic prior to working for the Empire. It would be people on the outer, on the fringes of society or on the outer rim that really wouldn't know much about the Jedi. This is an inner system scrapyard. Huh, that's weird. The door won't open. What happens if I just keep hitting this button? 5, 6. Sometimes it does a weird thing. If I keep hitting it, I know it'll open. I know the game wants me to turn around because it wants to surprise me. But if I keep hitting the button... I'm sure something will happen. I wonder if the game will just, like, eventually just go, fine, here, open, and it's just the void. It's like the door opens and we just get sucked out into space. I could remix this. You could probably use this as like the base for like a beat. For like an EDM, club banger.
Execute Order 66.
Well, that was weird. Oh no, the door's gone.
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
Prof, shut up.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order.
Man, that was quick.
Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Bro.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this, a lightsaber.
Why did he gesture first?
I found the Jedi!
Ow! Oh! Definitely my shoulder.
That hurts.
Hold it. Don't move. How'd you
Hi,
get here?
I've got a question for you, really quick.
Stowaway.
Hey, you don't need to call this in.
Quiet. This is TK-8190.
Hey, how do you feel about lightsabers?
Hear that over the comm? Jedi? Stay sharp. They won't get past us. The traitor, blast them. Move up already. There he goes. You're just stalling. Contact confirmed. Shoot to kill. Intruder there. Heard that. Move up. Now. I've sealed the cargo door.
Well, now I've murdered 15 stormtroopers.
One way out.
So, guess it's time to leave.
Gotta keep moving.
I didn't see you training this morning with the rest of us. I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare. Did you hear that too? That's it. It's all over now. That's a hit.
The Empire had a better system of governance than those a part of the Empire had better lives under its rule. That's a lie. That is absolutely a lie. Almost universal, like, the only places that had a better lives under the rule of the Empire were, like, the Empire's core cities, like Coruscant. And even then, anybody. Anybody could just be killed at any point in time by a member of the Empire. Like, if you failed to please, you were just killed. And that's not just like members of the military, that's civilians too.
Fugitive comes this way, I'm ready.
They nuked the entire planet of Alderaan because an ambassador didn't tell them the thing they wanted to hear. No, the Empire actively had a worse system of government than the Republic. It's literally just a tyrannical dictatorship. That's why it's called the Empire.
Jedi, engage with caution. He's on the run. Move out. Jedi's hurt. Don't let him get you.
Get to the front. Stop the train. Whoa, no! Need cover. Gotta move in between bursts. Now. Faster.
Here. I'm ready for your trip.
Whoops. Ah, man, that had to hurt.
He shot the coupling out. Gotta get down. Ah! Ah! No, no, no!
And time to climb.
Whoa! This is bad. Only way is up.
And pre-revolution France's system of government, which at its best gets you Louis XIV, charismatic and strong leader, but vain and wasteful in ways that lead to later problems, and at worst gets you Louis XVI, so bad at making decisions that he literally handed the kingdom over to the murderous, the murder-happy revolutionaries. Yeah, basically, and like the implication that the implication that the people that are part of the empire have better lives under its rule implies that anybody's life was improved by the empire, which the only people whose lives were improved by the empire is the emperor. That's pretty much it. Like, nobody was having a good time under the imperial rule. Well, I guess racist white men were also having a good time, but other than that, what era of Star Wars do you think would be the safest to live in? The eras of all of the eras between the eras in which we see anything happening. So like the period of time between the Old Republic and the New Republic is probably the safest period of time in all of galactic history. Because actually, probably specifically after Bane, like everything that happened after Bane, because with once Bane like instituted the rule of two, after that, but before the events of like the prequel movies. Because we only see the most dangerous times in galactic history in media. So, yeah. So specifically everything between Darth Bane's Rule of Two and the beginning of the prequel movies. That's the safest period of time to live in. Though once they release the High Republic movies, that might not be the safest time to live in anymore. Wow, ship! You think you could have been a little bit more accurate? Also, hi, John Locke. Who are you? Welcome to the stream.
Keep moving. We'll pick you up when we can.
Well, no, John Locke, because after the Clone Emperor crisis came the Yuuzhan Vong. Yeah, like literally almost immediately after the Clone Emperor saga came the Yuuzhan Vong. So I guess living in the dumbest era of Star Wars would also be pretty safe. So like the era where Luke were running around, that'd probably be pretty safe. Maybe we can beat him. You believe that? Stop trying to shoot me and shoot me! God, I'm low on health. I do not yet have the ability to heal myself.
Train stopped?
Well, that's always a good sign.
This can't be good.
Whoa. Yeah, but Starkiller cheats. Ow! Ow! Don't mind me, I've just got a concussion. Oh.
Going somewhere.
How are her arms still attached? The Force!
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who's your master? Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that
the CIS was run by more moderate people. Do you think it would have been able to govern itself better than the Republic at the time? Which one's the CIS? Ooh. Ow. Ow. Okay, look, do you mind? Look, I'm just a Padawan, alright? Go easy on me. You're the kind of person that, like, kills her toaster if it doesn't toast properly, aren't you? Yeah, I bet you are. You do the whole "you failed me for the last time" speech and everything. Your toast comes out slightly black and you're just like, "You failed me for the last time." And just hit it with your lightsaber. Quick time event. Oh, is the CIS the Separatists?
Get on board!
Federative Independent Systems. Yeah, the Separatists. I mean, it's possible. Like, literally anybody. Like, the issue with the Separatists wasn't that they wanted to separate from the Republic, so much as it is they wanted to separate from the Republic because the Republic wouldn't let them do crimes. So, like, if they were more moderate people, they probably wouldn't have wanted to separate in the first place. Oh god, she's giving me the woogly eyes. Yeah, like, the Separatists are kind of like... The Separatists have the same issues that the Confederates and the U.S. had during the Civil War. In that, the reason they wanted to separate was because the rest of the country didn't want to let them continue to do crimes.
Thanks for the help.
And they wanted to continue to do crimes.
My name is Sir Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Braca. So we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone.
Off-brand Mara Jade.
And it's what's kept you alive.
Mara Jade, you are literally the best in the Star Wars universe, and they haven't made use of you.
Like rebuilding
I really
the Jedi
want a Mara
Order.
Jade TV series. I hear, aren't they doing like a Skywalker series? Maybe Mara Jade will be in the Skywalker series.
Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
I know they're doing an Obi-Wan series.
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
I mean, there is this frog guy hiding out in the swamp, but I feel like he's not going to be very useful. Mara Jade, in the extended universe, so no longer canon,
Try and relax.
was Luke Skywalker's wife.
Go, you're safe. For now.
Also, she was a Force-sensitive assassin sent to kill Luke Skywalker. Their first date was rough.
You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny. Calico!
You were talking in your sleep.
Why were you watching me in my sleep, you weird man? Alright. First things first. Oh, damn it, I can't. I know how to play banjo. Yeah. Mara Jade was sort of like the shadow version of Darth Vader, where Darth Vader was very like...
That's all.
Darth Vader is the Emperor's fist. Mara Jade was the Emperor's hand. So like where Darth Vader was the Emperor's right hand, Mara was the left.
You feel its history.
It's an echo in the Force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
Ah, so he was a guardian, not a sentinel.
He was a hero.
Or a consular.
Listen, something happened to me during the Purge. I survived, but my connection to the Force is damaged. When I meditate, if I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal. And you're not alone. Not anymore.
Cal Kestis, what happens when you give a Padawan PTSD? Like, the Jedi Fallen Order is, like, in the same linear, like, in the same line as the, like, Jedi Knight, like, mechanically, gameplay-wise, is in the same line as, like, the Jedi Knight series. So I really hope we get more Jedi Knight stuff in future Fallen Order games.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me.
Like, if Kyle Katarn showed up in the sequel to this, I would just scream for 3 days straight.
And a common cause. I'll share
Enjoy.
my plan after you reach the vault. But until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Sorry, could you clarify? Did you mean like meat as in, hi, my name is Cal, or meat as in turn them into meat? We have weird slang in the Star Wars universe.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then. But if there's already one here, why does Seer need me?
You'll get how someone's connection to the Force can be damaged or removed? Easily. Because the plot says it can. Like, honestly, like, the Force is a nebulous thing. It's like, in just about every narrative, the Force, like the idea of the connection to, of a Force user's connection to the Force, being damaged or removed is not, it's not new. It's never something that's really fully explained either. It's just like, you've weakened yourself from the Force. Like, Kyle Katarn completely cut himself off from the Force. Like, rendered himself basically non-Force sensitive for a long period of time. And then regained it later by going to a nexus of Force energy. It's just a thing you can do sometimes.
This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind.
Honestly, like, a lot of Cal Kestis's narrative is very similar to Kyle Katarn's story. It's not the same, but it's very similar. Which is why I hold out hope that potentially that there is sort of potential for Kyle Katarn to appear in future games of this. Or Kyle Kestis might just be the reinvention of Kyle Katarn, who knows?
Hey, BD1. I'm Cal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm looking for someone. No, not you. I'm searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on.
Did you just slice that? Thanks.
Force is at its best when you understand the types of things Force users can do, but don't have perfect details on how it works or what it wants. Basically, yeah. Like, take it as writ that the Force can do whatever it wants, basically, because the Force can do whatever the plot says it can. Which is why in the sequel trilogy they kept having Han Solo go, "That's not how the Force works," as if he knows how the Force works. Because that is how the Force works, however it wants to work, which is the joke there. Oh, Cal meets Luke and helps him create the Jedi Order. Does he? I don't know. If there's been any information about the Jedi Fallen Order 2 released, I have not seen any of it, so. I have no idea if any of that's true.
I saw something over here.
Cal is much older than Luke. Like, Cal is much older than Luke. Like, probably about 10 or so years older. So, like, right now, Luke's a child. Actually, no more. Yeah, Cal's probably like 13 when Luke was born. That's your theory? Oh, I see. Ow. Do you mind?
It was after boggling eggs and the pack fought back. No way through here. Guess that's why BD1 warned me.
Yeah, like, Cal's ability called psychometry
Alright,
is a
maybe I'll
thing
listen
that
to
has
you
been
next
referenced previously in, like, extended universe canon. But this is the first time it's ever happened in canon. Like, yeah, you can't really... The Force is kind of a, you have to take it on its face value kind of thing. Which honestly, like, for a narrative conceit, that's kind of brilliant, that they've created this thing that can just, that is, like, the Force is like universal plot glue.
Whoa! How'd you know that would work? Wait, you didn't?
Literally any plot hole can be filled with the Force in Star Wars. Kind of lazy, and it kind of encourages certain amounts of lazy writing, but we just accept it. That's my opinion of battle meditation. It's an interesting way to, like, create a general for Jedi. I feel like if it was actually as powerful, if it was actually as powerful as Bastila claims it is, then, you know, they probably wouldn't have needed Revan.
What is this place? Jedi used this place to study the sphere above. I can still feel the excitement. Careful over there. That doesn't look safe. Just like back at the scrapyard.
When did the old Sith Empire fall? Question mark.
Hold on, everyone. I'm coming.
The Sith Empire is either active or has fallen, and there are no states between. Like, it has not yet been established when or how the Sith Empire fell, just that it did.
Hey, that was pretty brave.
Presumably it fell as the Sith Empire always would, as evil empires always fall, due to infighting.
Will you let me? Oh, okay. Well, your scomp is busted, but this should help you get moving for now.
The what link? Excuse me? Oh, the scomp link, yes.
Okay, try that. The vault. Yeah, that's where I was headed to. Okay, well, first we gotta figure out a way out of this place.
I shall name you Estes. I can have a red lightsaber if I want. But I think I'm gonna go with indigo or purple. Yeah, no, that's a good looking light. My favorite lightsaber design? I really like cross lightsabers. I know it's stupid, but I love it.
BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out. Tight fit, but this should work.
I think cross lightsabers are the single greatest. I think cross lightsabers are the single greatest thing that the new movies have made.
spines look like they lead somewhere. Hope they're sturdy.
Honestly, I think Kylo Ren's lightsaber wasn't over designed enough. Like, I feel like they should have also had a pommel blade. Like, that's what I did with one of my NPCs in the Twilight Nights in the Twilight Nights game, was that I designed their lightsaber so that it was a cross lightsaber with a flattened out with like a narrow beam emitter, so that the actual lightsaber was much broader than a normal lightsaber, so that it was kind of like more sword-like, and then had the crossguard emitters on the sides, and then also had a pommel emitter for like a short, like little dagger thing that could be twisted off and turned into another lightsaber. I really like split sabers, which are double-bladed sabers that can be broken apart, as I just indicated. Oh God, I've been electrocuted. Estes, help me.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm sorry, are you waiting for me to do something? Or little prompt you're trying to give me, Estes? I feel like you're waiting for me to do something. Give me heal. No. Up D-pad. Hey, that worked.
Healing stim. You're full of surprises.
Why Estes?
That's better. Thanks, little droid.
Estes, E-S-T-U-S, is the flask. It is the healing flask in Dark Souls.
Okay.
Which is the role that BD1 fills in the game. Well, one of the roles. Estus flasks are what you drink to heal yourself, and they refill at a bonfire. BD1 provides you with heal stems that refill at a bonfire or the meditation circles. So he's Estus.
That's where we need to go. I can feel it. You mapped everywhere we've been. I can't make it over there. We gotta find another way.
Ooh, made it. Hello, fish dragon. Hey, I've been raided by Admiral Memo. Hey, Memo. How you doing? Welcome, raiders. It's a hello, fish dragon. It's a fish dragon. I have no idea what its name is. I just know it's a fish dragon. Covering from sickness. Ah. I hope you're recovering well. Ow, 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 ow. Fly a saber to head. I'm sorry, it's called a splox. Yeah, instead of audio logs, I have force powers. Actually, grab one. Luckily, lightsabers being what they are, you get a one-shot everything if you can hit it. Most things. Oh, god damn it. Ow. Would you please? Those guys take a little bit more than one shot, but, you know. Stormtroopers are one-shots. Most of them. Bog rat. Hit the button. You forget to hit L2 or left trigger. L2. Left trigger whenever I. Why do you snap to tell BD1 to heal you? Oh wait, I have BD1 now. Right. It's a gag wave. I like Stitchy and Prime BD1 best. And Alphelion. What's your favorite lightsaber color? What do you think? Purple. Actually, that's a lie. White. White is my favorite color. Like silver lightsabers. God, Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers are so fucking cool. Not only are Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers cool, like the design is cool and everything. Like her lightsabers are designed like katana hilts. Yeah, silver first, purple second. So I also really do like the the dark saber. The black core with the white fringe. That's awesome. Ahsoka's your favorite character in all of Star Wars? Ahsoka's a very good character. Ahsoka is very good. Whoops. How did I live? I don't know how I survived that, but I got the shortcut early. How do I get down? What makes you think Ahsoka and Luke haven't already met? The Mask of Blackness? Oh, there it is. That's how I get down. mean, we haven't seen if they've met already or not, but. Thank you for that, Mimo. Surprise! Oh, that hurt. Run past the frog. Run past the frog. Run past the frog. It's frogging time. No, it's not. Not yet, it's not. Surprise! Head comes off. Hi, fish dragon. So I'm not sure how they can justify anything made of flesh not going down in one hit when lightsabers canonically can cut through things like steel. The Force.
See something in there?
Though there are plenty of things that have hide that aren't actually like instantly killed by lightsabers, like things like crate dragons and the like. That's the idea, is that you're getting glancing blows on them, but though you got to get that one good solid shot to get the to actually cut the head off.
Try again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me. Faster, more intensity. Now, reach my position.
I did it.
He
The Force
is
is my ally. Just remembering old tricks.
Yeah, and there are hides in the universe that either absorb or reflect unusually large amounts of plasma. Yeah, there's lots of things. They had to by necessity, I guess. They had to make. Hello, fish dragon. My lightsaber wouldn't cut you in one swing, would it? No, it absolutely would not. Like, there are lots of things that, you know, take more than one hit. I need to be able to double jump. That guy's his race was first encountered in the
Think you can show me that shortcut again?
Rebels series, I believe. It's the character that Steve Bloom played in Star Wars Rebels. Can't think of his name or the name of his species, but they're like basically bat people. They're like Wookiees, but bats instead of Shoggoths. Or Bigfoot. Episodes 4, 5, 6, and 1. That's it. Fair. This takes place between Zeb. Yeah, Zeb. I can't think of what his species is called, but Zeb's species.
There's someone familiar with the Jedi Order.
Yeah, this takes place between 6 and 1. Or sorry, this takes place between 3 and 4. 6 and 1, half dozen the other. After the fall of the Jedi Order. Hence the name, Fallen Order. I have seen and read and played so much Star Wars in my life. It's sort of a lot of the knowledge is just embedded in me. That's why I'm the one that runs the Fallen Order donk donk. That's why I'm the one that ran our Star Wars game when we decided to do that, because like Star Wars is like Final Fantasy to me, in that it's something that I have obsessed over most of my life. Star Wars and Final Fantasy are to me what like World of Warcraft and Warhammer 40k are to William. All the useless bits of trivia in my brain, which is why I was kind of laughing when people were like, like every time someone like complained about something the Force did in the sequels, the sequel trilogy, it's like, no, that's definitely a thing that has existed before. Absolutely a thing that has existed before. Force healing has been around for decades now. Like, William have ADHD too? Not as far as I'm aware. I am not aware of William having ADHD. Dash drive. Target. Jump while dashing. Life or more. I think more force is important, I feel. I tried to jump down on the frog, and Cal's like, "No, are you an idiot? Stop that!" Do I look like I want to die? Star Wars universe, there are two separate but equal groups of Force users: the Jedi use light side powers and the Sith use dark side powers. These are their stories. Not wrong. Just here, get that checkpoint. Yeah, so for those that have played Dark Souls before, those meditation circles are bonfires. Bye! It took me way too long to figure out how to rewrite the Law and Order. I still think I did a good job. You did a fine job, Ammo. You did a fine job. That's a good joke, streamer. Good joke.
Racy there?
Why would you race the droid? You know he'll win, Cal.
We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won. Probably.
But yeah, the Force exists in the same place that magic does. It's just, like, the Force is literally just magic. It's just magic with a different name.
Another one?
It's the sci-fi version of magic. And I can tell you that the Force is literally just magic, because you can do things like resurrect and animate the dead with it, or travel through time with it. Make lightning. You literally can cast lightning bolt with the Force. Oh yeah. I mean, Star Wars is science fantasy. Star Wars is science fantasy. Star Wars is science fantasy. I will absolutely agree with that. It's like
Amazing.
it's not strictly speaking sci-fi. I use sci-fi because that's the term for the drapings that it sits in. It sits in the drapings of sci-fi. But it is science fantasy.
You all right, BD?
Well done, whoever you are.
Magic
you have passed
tech.
the test I left behind and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the
God, John Luckcole. Now I want to just make a Jedi build, like a Jedi, like sorcerer build, and
vault is a sacred
in D&D.
temple built by a vanished civilization known as the Zepho. Meditating here,
I guess
was
Warlock is
granted
more
a
of the Jedi,
premonition
isn't it?
Through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy.
Why would you just
Ahead,
say that?
will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out.
Also,
the
why
hidden
is this
truths
hologram
of the
so
three
low
sages
resolution?
and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi.
You
And
look
may the
like a
Force
Muppet.
be with you.
With the dead eyes. Like, it looked like your eyes look like you were dead when you recorded this.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for a while now.
Let me get the 480p holograms. God damn it.
Without any
Piece of shit.
purpose,
Plot
just
droid.
hiding.
Star Trek vs. Star Wars fight is so stupid. It's time ever since.
For a Jedi.
Honestly, I feel like the Star Wars versus Star Trek fight is a made up fight, made up by people that aren't invested in either one of them.
Maybe we're done hiding.
Because outside of the occasional ribbing that I give my friends that like Star Trek, I
You
do
wanna meet
not
some,
care if you like Star
friends
Trek
of
over
mine.
Star Wars. And I don't know very many people that do. Like, I have never heard anybody that's actually invested in either Star Trek or Star Wars talk about the Star Trek versus Star Wars fight as if they were a part of it. I don't know. I'm sure there are definitely people that do feel that way, but it just feels like one of those things that is like, it's common knowledge that this is true when it's not true. Alright, so now we gotta go find the Zepho. Get back to the ship. We'll go back to the ship and then we'll take our break.
Think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
But yeah, no, I do agree that like Star Trek is sci-fi and Star Wars is the thing that to like ow. Let me focus on this fight. Hang on.
Help!
Come on, give me that tongue. Give me that tongue. Give me that tongue. God damn it. I need to not be locked on to him when I ask for the tongue. Damn it. Damn it! I'm way too fucking slow. Give me tongue! Oh, come on. I'm supposed to be able to cut it. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Good thing I saved. Also, Star Trek and Star Wars helped each other. Star Trek made science fiction popular again to the point where it was profitable to make Star Wars. Star Wars becoming big. Star Wars becoming big made Roddenberry realize Star Trek movies are possible, as well as TNG. Star Trek movies and TNG made it possible for the prequel trilogy to be made. Neither franchise would be where it is without the other. It's true. Also, so like the difference between you're right that Star Trek is sci-fi and Star Wars is science fantasy. The difference in Star Trek, the principal difference in Star Trek and Star Wars to me is if the warp engine on a Star Trek ship breaks, you have a whole episode of Star Trek about finding or making or doing something to fix that engine. That is the point of that episode, is fixing that engine. In Star Wars, if the warp drive breaks, you slap duct tape on it and keep going. I will never forget, like the crux of Star Wars was in The Force Awakens, where they're trying to get the Millennium Falcon to jump to hyperspace and it's not working, and Han's getting frustrated, and Rey reaches over, fiddles with something, and just yanks some wires out, and it works. It looks like Rick Astley. He does. Cal does look. Ow. Cal does look like Jedi Knight Rick Astley. Oh, I got your number now. Bitch. Ogda. Highly dangerous and lightsaber resistant. Frog dough. It's smiling.
I'll check it out. Check it out.
Star warships are held together with duct tape and happy thoughts. Yes. That's why I like honestly, that's part of why I like Star Wars more than Star Trek. Because it feels... I can't tell you the number of cars that I have helped hold together by banging on them with a wrench in the right place at the right time. And that feels more real to me than this perfectly clean, never dirty, technologically advanced spaceship thing that people live on.
It appears the Zepho had some interest.
I like my spaceships half broken and limping through space.
Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
Yeah, Star Wars is generally used future versus Star Trek generally being shiny and new future. Yeah. Well, Star Trek's a utopia, right? Like, I know the stories we see are all, you know, outside of that, but like the Federation is a utopian society. It's a post-scarcity utopian society. I mean, supposedly utopia, but yeah, like. So yeah, so everything's shiny and new. Whereas in Star Wars, it's like everything is shit all the time. We had a republic, it didn't work. We had an empire, it didn't work. We had a new republic, it didn't work. We had a new empire, it didn't work. We're constantly bouncing back and forth between democracy and, like, Star Wars is constantly bouncing back between democracy and authoritarianism. Whereas Star Trek seems to have settled on a happy socialism. I really think Federation ships would have a much more rigged together quality if they didn't borrow solely from Vulcan designs, and more importantly, Vulcan influenced regulatory standards. Oh yeah, that's the boss frog. The boss frog. We're not going to fight the boss frog today. Happy socialism, at least until the 32nd century. I mean, I'm not super familiar with Star Trek, so I have no idea how well the socialism actually turns out. I'm just like sort of tertiarily aware of it.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
All I know about Star Trek is what my grandmother told me and the new movies.
What is that?
And some of the old movies.
Get off my sofa! Go! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD-1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Grease. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes.
I've heard cogent arguments that Star Trek societies are desperate for novelty, which is why they invest so heavily in seeking new lines of new civilization.
That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about.
And when your main fuel source that's been giving you the post-scarcity suddenly goes away all over the galaxy, suddenly a bunch of scarcity issues. Oh, nice! Dilithium crystals.
Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? Now, I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir or Zepho?
I know Obi-Wan circulate those holocrons. The male? Actually, I imagine he so holocrons are networked devices, or at least some of them are. I imagine he found either found a way to get them into the hands of specific Jedi, or like via various drop points or something, or just updated extant holocrons people had. I'm reaching. I don't actually know. Well, if we're going into Imperial territory, we had best be disguised properly. Right? Look at me, I'm totally an Inquisitor. Alright, well, with our inquisitorial disguise handy, that's where we're going to take a break. So yeah, we're going to take a break. If you're watching on Twitch, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. They mean a lot to us. And also remember, my break is your break. So get up, stretch your legs, get a drink, get food, whatever it is you need to do. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. I hope you all enjoyed your break as much as I enjoyed mine. All right. Am I sure that I'm back? I hope I'm back. Oh God, is this dreaming? Am I still asleep? Is this all a dream? Where are my pants? I've got a load. I don't like. I mean, I think red's a cool design, but I don't particularly enjoy it. I don't know why. I really love the. Is this a real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy. Because it's easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. I do like the idea of a Duraplast lightsaber.
Grease, what's this thing?
What? You've never seen a terrarium before?
Sure, but don't they usually have plants in them?
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the
To
galaxy.
stop the YouTube video, we'll get copyright claimed.
But you know, you could pay me back.
Sorry, my YouTube video is copyright claimed already.
I thought you hated nature.
When it's out there, you betcha. But when it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embarring glass, that's perfection.
All right, I'll see if I can find any. Which planet next?
Mama just killed a man. Put my gun against his head. Oh, put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. God, I can't get into the falsetto. I cannot get into. I can't hit Freddie Mercury's falsetto.
I wasn't aware Lateron had an academy.
I don't think anybody but Freddie Mercury could hit Freddie Mercury's falsetto.
You probably don't get around that area much.
So what did you train on?
Name it. Fighters, freighters, short range, long range, whatever. I flew circles around everybody.
You flew freighters in circles?
Yeah, it's all they really allowed me to do. I was so good, though. You should have seen me. Time to land. Get up here.
At least the Muppets version. I don't know if I've ever heard the Muppets version. of Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know. Is the Muppets version built tuned for a barotender?
The best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid.
Put a gun against his head. Hold my trigger now, he's dead.
To keep his opinion to himself.
I'm sure everything is under control.
Life has just
a little
begun.
tricky.
But now we've gone and thrown it all away.
Hold on. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
If it were me, I would simply have put my gun against his head and pulled the trigger.
I'll be in touch
Yep.
once I crack this.
That Fozzie? I don't know.
Cal.
Your guess is as good as mine.
You did good work on Bogano.
I can do Muppet voices. I just don't know which Muppets the voices belong to.
The closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I, too, was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy.
I may or may not have been influenced by Avenue Q a lot.
There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
If I were gay, that'd be okay. Sorry. If you were gay, that'd be okay. I mean, 'cause hey, yeah, I like you anyway. Because you see, if it were me, I would feel free to say that I was gay, but I'm not gay. I'm bi. And they're doing out here. What is that song? That's if you were gay, from Avenue Q. Avenue Q is a Broadway musical. It's basically like, Avenue Q is almost as far away from Sesame Street as you can get in New York, kind of idea. Like if you imagine that Sesame Street is like Main Street in the Muppet universe, then each street or avenue down, starting with A, all the way down the alphabet, the further away from Sesame Street it gets, further away from Sesame Street it gets. So Avenue Q is on Avenue Q. It's a very fun show. It's also very much for adults. There's more Muppet sex than you can shake a stick at, and trust me, with Muppet sex, you're shaking sticks. Oh, they have a toy. How cute. How cute. Look at them playing with their toy.
Watch out, BD. Don't look friendly.
Avenue Q is where the song "The Internet Is for Porn" comes from.
Help me, BD.
You ever heard that song? Avenue Z full of zombies? Maybe, I don't know. Internet is for porn. The internet is for... I know that's the wrong voice. The internet is for porn.
Can you hear me?
That's
The
it.
Empire. They found Zepho.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack
Hello,
it.
Kid Monster. Oh, I'm sorry. You know I mean to. But what you think they do after? I would like I would like to play Trekkie Monster.
I need one.
Like there are several roles in Avenue Q I think I would love to play. Trekkie Monster is one of them. As is, I mean, most of them really, most of the Muppets. What do you do with a BA in English? What is my life going to be? 4 years of college and plenty of knowledge have earned me this useless degree. I can't pay the bills yet, 'cause I have no skills yet. World is a big scary place, but somehow I can't shake the feeling I might make a difference to the human race. I have a lot of Avenue Q memorized. More life. Give me more life. What song was that? That's the opening song. That one of the opening songs to Avenue Q is "What Do You Do with a BA in English?" The story of Avenue Q is basically a Muppet. I can't ever think of his name, but basically a Muppet fresh out of college with a BA in English moves into Avenue Q to try to find his destiny, and ends up realizing that, you know, life's kind of shit when you're an adult, but you got to get through it. Well, this Inquisitor costume doesn't seem to have worked. I'm a master's in literature. What are you doing with it? This, apparently. Yeah. Well, part of the joke there is also that a lot of people that get like degrees in English or literature end up on Broadway writing writing musicals when they're not working in a cafe.
Nice job.
What do you do? A BA in English. What is my life going to be? 4 years of college and plenty of knowledge I've earned me this useless degree. I can't pay the bills yet, 'cause I have no skills yet. World is a big scary place, but somehow I can't shake the feeling I might make a difference to the human race. And then he goes into like a dialogue section with the rest of the opening.
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Ulster, no!
Adversary inbound.
The stormtroopers are still one hit, basically. Like, if they can't parry the lightsaber, they're just dead.
We've got eyes on him. I'll get you.
Yeah, but there's no real... He is a human Muppet, though. That's one of the things that they make very clear, is that there are human Muppets, which are basically just humans, but made of felt. And then there are monsters, which are Muppets but with fur. And then there are also humans. The rest of that opening song is a Muppet and a human talking about how much each of their respective lives suck, and then continuing it on to the rest of this, all the rest of the denizens of Avenue Q talking about how much their lives suck.
Enemy down there. Jedi, fight me.
No. I believe I can just meditate and not require. If I hit the rest button, then it. Oh, let's go kill them too, just in case.
Jedi, engage with caution.
Hi! Ow.
On him.
I need to remember to block.
Get in here.
Help! Stim!
How can we win?
Avenue C for COVID. Everyone just singing from their windows because they can't leave their apartments much. Ah, so Italy. I do remember that, like, at the beginning of the quarantine, with like video coming out of Italy with all the people just like hanging out their windows, banging pots and pans and singing.
Where are you taking us?
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes. Frightened refugees, shipped off to work camps, or worse.
I'm sure you'll have the opportunity.
Incoming!
What's up? I just wanted to say hi. Hey, stormtroopers, so quick on the trigger. Alright. We're going to attempt a very difficult acrobatic maneuver. If we get it right, we might even get 10 points from the German judge. No! The German judge only said that was a 7. Damn it. All that practice. On to Scheiße. So here's the question. So in Dark Souls, the conceit around whenever you rest, all the enemies come back is because fundamentally nothing dies in Dark Souls. Everything lives forever. Except the bosses. Who have, who by necessity, die once you kill them because their power is broken. So, like, that's perfectly understandable. So where do these fuckers come from? Well, Mamo, I imagine being a clone trooper would be very much like being a retail worker. After working 5 years at Kroger, I definitely knew what every single one of my coworkers was thinking. And it was like while we were sitting down meditating, we just like got airdropped in the background. Like picture the camera up, like panning back, looking at us while we're meditating. It's in the background, just as these stormtroopers get put back in their places. Well, that's probably a bad drop. Worked 5 years at McDee's, 5 years at the print shop, 5 years tech support with a domain registered, 5 years export for Rockstar. Definitely that last one, everyone was pretty much the same. Yeah. You worked for Rockstar? That's kind of cool. I mean, I worked tech support for mostly like California-based companies that let me go as soon as COVID started so they could maintain their profit margins. Really wasn't. I mean, it sounds cool. I understand that it's probably not as cool as it sounds. What I'm saying is, I worked IT for Rockstar sounds cooler than I worked IT for Strategic Information Group. You know what I mean? Or IntelliTeach. Or Milestone Solutions. You know, all the companies competing for the most generic name award.
Looks like a problem.
Hi, friend.
Help! BD1!
Yes, I did just name all of my former IT employers. Why do you ask?
Help! Stim!
Ow! How many times can you say listening to children who shouldn't be playing minimum-rated games think they're the first one to come up with the idea that they could just lie and say they lost something when they really didn't in order to get stuff? Oh no, I understand. The job itself definitely probably a pain in the ass. I definitely understand that. I'm just talking. I'm mostly talking about the like when you say I worked at X, you know. IT jobs universally suck. I've yet to find one that was generally decent. What does the Chiron Group's IT department do? Mostly keep the CIA out of their business. I know, I'm under no illusions that the job itself was any fun. I worked at, so like when I was working at IntelliTeach, which is one of the names I just dropped, we were a on-call help desk center for law firms. Fair. We were on an on-call help desk for law firms, or like a remote support desk. And mostly what I did was help lawyers figure out how to work Microsoft Office applications. And things like, you know, have you tried replacing the battery in your mouse? Oh, that fixed it. Congratulations, sir. I'll talk to you later. Kind of things. You'd be surprised how dumb supposedly very educated people can be. Particularly in the realm of technology. Hey, I dodged.
What? Can I get some help? Much better.
Yeah, like we had one guy. This is my favorite IT story to tell, just because almost everyone can understand the issue here, which makes the guy who couldn't understand the issue kind of even funnier. So I was working for IntelliTeach, and a guy called in asking me if I could help him fix his laptop. He said that his laptop wouldn't turn on, and he needed help. That was where we started. Then my laptop won't turn on. You know, I've got a brief on my laptop that I need to work on. It's due in a week. I need your help to get my laptop. Okay, cool. Walking through the basic steps. Is it plugged in? Are the battery, you know, does it have batteries? Is it plugged in? Hold down the power button. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Absolutely nothing works. All right, cool. So we can better figure out what happened here. Can you tell me what happened most recently with the laptop before it stopped working? Well, I need to install Citrix. Background: Citrix is a remote meeting service, basically. So it's like it's a remote access service. You can get a Citrix server that will basically host remote a variety of remote things, mostly remote apps. Like lots of people use Citrix to host Microsoft Office apps, so you don't have to install them on more than one computer, kind of thing. So you only have to buy one instance of Microsoft Office, and you can install it on this thing. And all of your stuff is stored there in the cloud, so anyone can access it. So there's no chance of it being lost on a server or on a laptop or anything like that. Like if you lose your laptop, you can still access your work, kind of thing, right? So I I was working on a thing. I needed to install Citrix. So I went to the website and I downloaded the Citrix. I downloaded the Citrix program. Then I burned it to a disk, and then I booted my laptop to the disk to install it. Now, those of you with any level of IT literacy might have gone, hold up, wait. This is an app. It should have been an exe file. Why did you have to burn it to a disk? So what he had done, what I eventually discovered he had done, was he had downloaded not the Citrix software, but the Citrix server software. He had downloaded the Citrix server software and burned it to a disk, and then booted his laptop up to the disk that had the Citrix server software on it. He turned his laptop from a laptop into a Citrix server. I explained to him that he had a very expensive brick. Basically, he overwrote everything on his computer and turned it into a server. But the computer isn't designed to be a server, so it won't turn on. So I basically explained to him that he was going to have to reinstall his operating system on the laptop. Fortunately for him, it wasn't a company computer. Yeah, fortunately for him, it wasn't a company computer. It was his own laptop. But yeah, it's like, do you think we'll be able to recover any of my files? No. So what ended up happening was the computer was booting. It just wouldn't get beyond the boot. It wouldn't like get beyond the boot prompt, basically. Like you could still boot to disk, but it wouldn't go any further than that. So he basically he had to reinstall Windows. Yeah, yeah. That was the kind of those were the kind of problems I dealt with, and died to stormtroopers. Stormtroopers killed me. God, I'm the worst Jedi. Reinstall Windows is supposed to be the joke advice. It wasn't this time. It was the actual. Reinstall Windows is the actual tactic here. How often in IT do you get to tell somebody to reinstall their OS? That's sort of like the prime example of knowing just enough to fuck yourself. Like, dude's smart enough to know how to burn software to a disk and then boot to the disk. Wasn't smart enough to actually, like, understand that was going to wreck his computer. We're already doing this work weeks. Money, let's make cutbacks. Lunch or for work. We'll let go. Yeah. Holy shit. They went from 60 to 8 in 4 months. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, like I said earlier, my my most recent job was for Strategic Information Group, and basically when COVID hit, they wanted to maintain their profit margins. Because, like, for the past several years that I've been working with them, every year they reported massive profits and gains. And in order to maintain those gains, they had to cut loose expenditures this year, so they could keep saying that they made record profits this year. So I was one of the things that got cut. Oh, in the Cyberpunk 2077 world, what do you think? I'm assuming you mean IT and not T.I. the Rapper, because T.I. the Rapper would just continue to be T.I. the Rapper. Tip. But IT would do, I mean, the same thing they do in this world. Like, computers still exist in Cyberpunk. And they still need people to...
I'm on him. I think he's scared.
Ow!
Preparing another attack. Blast him. How can they win?
Much like WWE furloughing people despite making record profits. Yeah, because if you don't let go of people, if you have to pay people, you can't be as profitable as you would be if you didn't have to pay people. About 10 of those people got a break, though. Shortly before they canned, the majority of the folks, the WB client got 5,000 tickets over the weekend, so 10 folks got transferred instead of canned. The other 40 weren't so lucky. Yeah, no, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Fuck! Alright, Cal. You know how Jedi are supposed to be able to jump really high? I really wish you could, too. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Support for Rockstar, WB Scholastic, Riot, Zynga. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Nope. Fuck that up. Yeah, I have been non-stop applying for jobs since I lost mine. And earlier, on Saturday, we learned that this was going to be... So since I've been filing taxes, I've never had to pay in taxes. This is the first year that we owe money. And apparently it's because when we...
That's gotta be one of the Zephyr.
So when I...
Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
When I lost my... When I had my job still, we had health insurance through my job. When I lost my job, we had to get health insurance. And apparently the health insurance we got fucked up. And so, because of it, we owe the government almost $1,000, which we don't have. Ow! Ow!
I can't hit him. He's too fast for us. Okay, I'm done.
Ow!
We should report this, right?
Yeah, I hope we owe the IRS almost $1,000 because our health insurance that we got through the state of Georgia put numbers in wrong. And so now I'm still unemployed. We don't have that much money, and we owe the government $1,000 almost, like $912. Or whatever my current Ko-fi goal is, or coffee goal is, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. But I figure, if I stream enough, regularly enough, eventually, some people will give me money Also, it's just, you know, like I said, it's a way for me to cope with my ADHD, because not having a job means I don't have a schedule, which means my ability to focus has basically tanked in the past few months. 6 years so far hasn't been enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, we've been doing it. Like, Final Show Films has been streaming for 6 years too. It's just that I'm now streaming even more regularly than we were previously. Whee! All right, let's focus. First, kill the ram. Woo, got it. Hey, congratulations on making affiliate. Yeah, that's good. Hitting affiliate means you can start making money. Alright, I need to run and kill the rocket launcher first. Alright, rocket launcher taken care of.
We'll catch you eventually. I will beat you. I can.
Alright, people murdered. So yeah, like, one of the even worse things, you'd think with, you know, all the time that I've got, I'd have time to do more voiceover auditions and the like. Which I do see, I still do some voiceover auditions every once in a while. But my problem is that I'm so distracted because my schedule's been so messed up. I've been so utterly distracted that I haven't been able to focus enough to actually do the audition. Yeah, you have to have a certain amount of money stored up before they'll pay out, which is, you know, kind of annoying considering they have the money regardless of whether or not they pay us out.
Incoming! I'm liking this. Get in here. How can we win? He's hit. Where'd you go?
There we go. Got him.
I'll check it out. Well done.
My friend, in the rotation since I left Pagano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
Whee!
Jedi. That's the Jedi. He's under us.
Yeah, it does seem like, I feel like there is a place you can look at your income at. I just don't know where it is. And I don't know if it actually shows how much you've made so far, or if it just shows how much you make on a month. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. You can look at your income by month, but you can't actually look at what that means.
I see you down there.
That was almost bad. Oh, come on. Follow through.
Stim, BD1. That was close.
The Jedi is here. Oh, dear. I can't do this by myself.
Can you slice this? Yeah, sorry about your scalp link. But standing up to that bog rat, pretty brave.
Meditate. Skill point, skill point, skill point. My skill point, come on. Yeah, hopefully something will fire off somewhere, and I just sort of have to keep maintaining a positive attitude. It's like the thing that kind of bugs me though is like when because like I'm on Indeed for most of my job hunting purposes, and like I'll get an email about a job and I'll go apply for that job, and the next day I'll get an email about that same job. I'm like, thank you, Indeed. I know I've already applied for that one.
I'm gonna find my opening.
I think what's probably worse there is like applying for a job and then finding out months later that they still haven't filled the position. It's like you're not even good. Like I'm not even good enough to fill the position, much less to just not be their first choice. That's demoralizing. Also really just generally irritated by IT companies at the moment anyways, because it's like we're in the middle of a pandemic and yet some of you are still insisting that you don't want to hire for remote work. Understanding that IT is one of the easiest jobs to do remotely. It's pretty much, unless you're on-site tech support, which a lot of these jobs aren't, you don't actually have to be where the computers are. But I know from working at Milestone that that's not the issue. The issue is that the managers want to be able to see their tech support doing stuff, because they don't trust their tech support to work if they can't see them. Oh, nice. Well, Craigslist got a domain register job. It was odd since I did the interview in June and then heard nothing. It was told until I got the job in October. Probably took them that long to hire. I really suck at this. I used to be good at this game. I don't know why I'm dying so much. That's a lie. I know why I'm dying so much, because I'm talking. Ow.
Just need one hit.
Quick, help!
Ow. Okay, rat. Have some fucking survival instincts. Oh, you found out what happened? If it didn't take that long to hire, what the hell happened?
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill
Why
our
qualify as
directive here.
dangerous fauna?
It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
I wonder if I qualify as dangerous fauna in that report. Door that won't open.
I'm never gonna get promoted. Jedi spotted!
No, you're not.
Yeah, someone else take a hit! He's damaged! He couldn't beat you. I can. You know, we've almost got him.
Your boss just care that the work got done. The work got done. I got it in time. The work got done if you got it on time. Got all things done by 5. It didn't matter. Yeah, that's a good position. That sounds like a good boss. I know I've definitely worked for people that, and I know why. I know what the issue is. There's a certain subsect of like middle managers that do not believe anybody could have a work ethic better than theirs. And if they were working from home, they would slack off. So they believe anybody else working from home will slack off. Which is why a lot of IT positions don't let you work from home.
The Empire's pinpointed your location. You need to move fast.
Because the people with that level of that line of thinking always tend to rise to the point of middle managers and no higher. Awesome boss said that basically the whole team got canned. Yeah. Job that no longer exists. Yeah, no, that sucks. Goodbye.
Eyes over there. Just you and me, scum.
Ow. Would you not do the double fake thing, please? Thank you.
Tim. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that mindset was made clear to me when the sales manager at Milestone didn't like the fact that we put, said that he couldn't sell our SOC, our security office.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova.
Our security operations center. He couldn't sell customers on our SOC because it looked like we weren't working. Was verbatim the thing that he said, like, during a company meeting at one. Now, this is the man that chose to have his office sit right behind our SOC, which had, like, sort of clear glass, like a glass wall, basically, for the entrance, so you could see, you know, all of our monitors and things. This is the person who didn't fundamentally understand that if it looks like we're not working, then we're doing our jobs.
We're on the right track.
Because if it looks like we're doing a lot of working, then a lot of things are broken, and we missed the early warning signs. And that, like, is sort of like the crux of why so many IT jobs don't want their employees to work from home right there. Because it looks like you're not working.
Can't get through.
Wait, did you just do a flourish? He did. He does a little flourish when he draws his lightsaber. I'm sure I've noticed that before, but it just tickles me.
There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's
I think
equipment.
it was originally located in Paris. They wanted to open a U.S. office to increase support hours and also for U.S. days. Stupid law in Paris that says women can't be out on the street beyond 8 p.m. due to the prevalence of...
I'll do my best.
What? That is stupid. Management when you're female. That is a very stupid law. I agree. What? What? There are too many rapists in Paris, so women stay home. What? 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 That's like, there are too many guns in the United States, so kids learn how to duck and cover. What? Aha! Ow. Ow. Wait, you're not supposed to seek. God damn it. Wish their headbutts didn't home. I'm still gobstruck by by that law. Holy shit.
Now. BD1.
Got him.
Huh. Another one of these. Wonder if they connect.
It's got about the East Coast and settled on the Baltimore office, mainly because of the order of power grids, which helps uptime. Job setting up the data center. Oh, damn it! Ow. The jobs of setting up the data center, getting an office location, hiring people with support, and training them. And it is almost done when they went. Oh, so they had to wait until the data center was actually fully up before they could finalize hiring. I'm assuming is where this is going. Cute. I'm assuming it took longer for them to get the data center, to get the location up and running than they thought it would.
Never seen a storm do that before. Yeah, it's incredible.
Suddenly some of the parts of the data center that were depending on were delayed, so they abandoned the hiring bid for a while because there's nothing to train on. And since it's like 4 months ago, stuff that they were expecting in 2 weeks, that was, yeah, that's what the delay was about.
I cannot chase the Bogano vault from my mind. Its vision shaped the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
I'm in the tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
Didn't know that one of your bosses ordered $700 with the wrong part. Oh god. Oh god.
You see that?
You're giving me flashbacks.
Ugh.
Skungus. There's some skungus among us. They explode if you touch them.
It's not just wind rippling through these chimes. Voices. From the past?
Ow. Ow. Do you mind? Yeah, expectations versus reality is weirdly a recurring issue in technological fields. It's almost universal, really, how many times that in particular is a problem in technological fields. People in IT are very bad at managing expectations. It's not always like the people in the IT that are having the problems either. Like I said, like with the sales guy that I talked about earlier, his issue was that he couldn't figure out how to sell people on IT, basically, and he had never sold IT before. So he had this expectation that, IT work was like in the movies where you have people on laptops going and lines of code going constantly, when in reality IT is Hey Steve? Yeah, noticed something weird on this monitor. Look into it? Thanks. Like, that's what IT is in reality. But that sales guy didn't have that expectation. And the reality meant that that entire department got shut down because he couldn't sell what was a very good IT department. Anyways, it's 12 o'clock. Which means that it's time for us to end our lovely ADHD stream today. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Excuse me. We'll be back tomorrow with more Jedi Fallen Order and more of this hat, which I enjoy, and more me, and more cutting through things with lightsabers while talking about other things, because that's what I do best. Yeah, thanks for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching, and leave a comment below or whatever. You do the YouTube to like, comment, and subscribe, says the YouTubesman. Yes, Final Shoot Films does have a Discord. At the moment, it's our patrons get access to it. We have plans to make it more public than that. We're just working on sort of because mostly what we use our Discord for is for personal stuff and streams or like recording. We are planning on making it public at some point. We threw it in as a patron reward because we're really bad at Patreon and don't give them enough things. But once we figure out like sort of what we want our Discord to be as a community, we'll be making it public. But yes, we do have a Discord. We just have to. We're still working on. Very recently, we've realized that we have we're sort of limited. We have limitations on our approach to things in several different directions. And so we're sort of working on how best to expand things properly. But yes, we do Discord, so keep an eye out, because I will be, once we decide to set it public, I will be throwing out like bytecodes and things. on my here and on my. Anyways, thanks for joining. See y'all next time. Tomorrow. Bye. Go of my mouse. Let go of my mouse. Okay, now bye.